Sometimes I'll just completely blank on ideas for videos on what to do, and so I'll turn to your comments because they have been just winners all across the board. I love them. And this is one that I saw posted quite often, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a topic I wanted to work with ever since I started this channel, just never got around to it. But today we're taking 3 JoJo stands and turning them into demons. But our story today is going to be told through the eyes of 2 devils in training, we'll call them. A couple original characters that are only referred to as number 50 and number 51. Let's create some chaos! Just one question. What'd you say your name was? I didn't. As you'll come to learn, a dark one is simply referred to as Dev, followed by a Roman numeral if there are multiple at the same time. With such an overwhelming increase in the amount of us, we've cut out the middleman and just refer to each other by the numbers. If you must gain my attention, you should refer to me as number 50 or simply 50. You, of course, being number 51. 50, huh? So that's what the L stands for. I thought you were just kind of a loser. Oh my Dark Lord! Your name is Dev L! That's incredible! Yes, it is unfortunate that my assigned number turned my name into wordplay. You are not the first to point that out, and I suspect you won't be the last. Ah, come on, El. You make it sound like you were a human who did something really bad, and your punishment when you got here was a little name change? I told you I am number 50, and you are to refer to me as such. Nah, I like El better. Fine. Now, can we please begin? Sure thing. Begin what exactly? As a newly created Dark One, it is your duty to utilize this stage of development to familiarize yourself with the power and responsibilities that come with ruling over the Kingdom of Hell, should you inherit the throne. One of these responsibilities includes demon forging via the Demon-Cyclopedia, which now sits before us. Our goal for today is for you to try your hand at demon forging after I show you a few examples. Wow, for a book that's supposedly been used to create all demons, it's pretty small. What is that, like 6 pages? In a sense, yes. As you can imagine, having a book that's constantly being updated with new information and entries would be a hassle to upkeep. When the Demon-Cyclopedia was first crafted ages ago, the original devil ensured that the base book only had a few pages. An index that would automatically update and organize itself, a glossary of terms related to demon forging that anyone would need to know, 2 pages for presentation to read and edit previous entries, and 2 blank pages for writing new entries. The actual page count is unknown, but if I had to guess, I'd say reaches somewhere into the thousands. So what are we looking at first here? We are going to start off with something simple, to show that any demon can be a force to be reckoned with if forged under the right conditions. Let's see. Gladox, Star Monsieur, here we go, Star Pentagram. Created long before either of our times, Star Pentagram is a demon of brute force. While it has no outstanding attributes in terms of appearance or capabilities like many demons often will, it is not weak by any means. The demon resembles a human male in shape, has rough purple skin covered in white markings, and wears little pieces of clothing resembling armor, though it doesn't need to protect itself from anything. Skill set wise, its enhanced eyesight can spy on its prey from great distances, and its fists can break through nearly all types of earthly material, due to its sheer strength. But it also says invisibility here with a little star in the corner. Yes, if you see a footnote, you can touch it to expand the selection. The invisibility you pointed out is a very selective power, one that the demon cannot control. Star Pentagram is part of a handful of demons that cannot be seen by anyone except those who are being hunted by demons themselves. It is a camouflage tactic that comes in handy when these types of demons are roaming Earth. Interesting. What was that one you passed before? Monster? Something like that? You mean Star Monsieur? What piqued your interest on that one? We were not going to cover that demon for a long time, if ever. But I suppose it would be good learning about a demon who is essentially the polar opposite of the one we just covered. Here we go, Star Monsieur. A terrifying demon, not only to those who it is sent to hunt, but to the others in the immediate area as well. You don't have to sound so high and mighty, that's a dinosaur. Dinosaurs are fast. Dinosaurs don't see people, they see food. It's a demon dinosaur. End of story. You couldn't be more wrong. Indeed, the base design of this demon does take inspiration from a dinosaur, specifically that of the Utah raptor. Speaking of which, did you know the Utah raptor is often mistaken for a velociraptor, a faster and much smaller dinosaur from the same clade? They were also believed to have feathers, which as you can see is not depicted. Does this have anything to do with me making cool demons? Cause if demon forging is as boring as you sound, I'ma head out. My apologies. Artifacts and fossils are of big interest to me. As I was saying, yes, the demon was inspired by a species of dinosaur, but the demon's abilities have little relation to its appearance. Oh, let me guess. It shoots lasers. No. It expands its body to fill the room it's in. No. Wait. It does it? Is everything just a game to you? This isn't some work of ridiculous fiction. Demon forging is serious business and a fine art. You kidding me? You have the tools to make these powerful, monstrous creatures, and so far what you've shown me is a man who can punch very hard and a dinosaur. Has no one in the entire existence of this Demon-Cyclopedia or whatever it's called ever have a sense of creativity? So, go on, tell me what this demon can do if my ideas are so ridiculous. I'm sure somewhere in the Demon-Cyclopedia, there is a demon with abilities that can satisfy your albeit outlandish expectations. But this demon has an ability that allows it to attack multiple prey, to an extent. You see, the demon acts as a type of virus and can infect a target on contact, even through a simple flesh wound. The infected target will then begin to take on the appearance of the demon with similar abilities without actually replacing the demon. The demon itself, or its Forge Master, can then choose to assign a new target and repeat the cycle. You're messing with me, right? No, I'm not messing with you, as you put it. Star Monsieur is a fierce demon that can only be defeated by destroying the original. You just told me that my ideas for demon abilities were outlandish, and then you go on to describe a zombie dinosaur? I gotta meet this thing! We don't have time to get into all the reasons why that is not possible. So, do you think you're ready to try out one for yourself? Just so you are aware, you will be using a test page, so whatever you come up with won't become a real demon. If you become the next devil and happen to remember your first demon idea and would like to make it an official entry in the book, you are more than welcome to. For now, we will use it to gauge your base level abilities as a demon forger. Sounds fair to me! Based on what I've seen, I'm assuming this book has a lot of demons that utilize physical strength to hunt their prey. What if we made one that was just really annoying and can slowly wear their prey down over time? We are usually advised not to create demons based off of ourselves. Huh? Nothing. Please continue. So, first off, it's going to be one of those demons from before where only a certain people can see it. But it's going to be really small, about the size of a large frog. Really make the target question if they're actually being hunted. Drive them a little crazy, you know? Interesting. And there's no means of escaping this thing either. This thing is latched onto the target's back and will constantly whisper sweet nothings into their ear. So the demon wears down its prey with compliments. Of course not. That was a joke. It will continuously whisper into the prey's ear, but it will either be beratement or other nonsense. I knew sweet nothings meant compliments. Uh-huh. Yep, so this will be a smaller demon, one that can only be seen by people being hunted by demons themselves, will constantly be attached to the target's back, and does nothing but talk to wear down the prey little by little. And if anyone looks at the target's back, they die, and the demon transfers to the new person's back. But in modern society, wouldn't that just result in people constantly dropping dead one after the other? It's hard for a demon to sustain themselves on multiple quick targets. The longer it can feast on a single prey, the better. Hey, you said whatever I come up with isn't going to be made into a real demon anyway, so let me have some fun. But the demon will also tell the person they'll die if someone looks at their back. So, alongside the limited visibility and the constant pestering, the affected person will now have the constant fear of death looming over their shoulder. Quite literally. And if they're smart, they'll lock themselves in their home and consequently cut off all social interaction, wearing them down even more. I must admit, this is a pretty foul concept for a demon. I'm impressed. What would you call this demon of yours? I'm thinking Cheap Trick. Cheap Trick. Not exactly a name that inspires fear, but one that could arguably relate to the demon's abilities. Not bad. Nah, Cheap Trick was this band that I really liked, back when I was alive. The name Cheap Trick is already in use. In that case, you'll have to come up with a different name. Huh? Why? The copyright laws in Hell are very loose, practically non-existent, but if you're forging something that is meant to exist on Earth, depending on where it's going, then you'll have to adhere to their laws. We can't afford another lawsuit. You're kidding me? Hell can get sued? Yes, and it's a lot to go through. Money and lawyers are in no short supply, but the legal process is a nightmare. Well, in that case, I think I'll name him. It'd drive him a little crazy, you know? Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. I'll be honest, I was very unsure about this episode when I first started it. I did start Pentagram, I'm like, it's cool. Does it get demon enough across though? And then I took a step back to write the story and just started thinking about this whole big lore thing, this lineage of devils that use the Demon-Cyclopedia to create devils. And it's just like a tiny book it's basically a computer. And just like, I'm like, I need to make this episode a winner now. And then I went through and did Star Monsieur, whatever I called him, the dinosaur one. And I'm like, I did it. I turned this episode around and I'm so proud of it. Cheap Trick 2, or Chielstrom, or whatever I called it. The backwards head turn looks really cool. I don't know if I should have included more of the neck or not, but anyway, going off on a tangent, that I can save for another time. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that like button. As I've said, it pushes the video out, and I didn't come up with a bit for asking you to like this time. But if you also like, Feel free to also subscribe. It gets you kind of like a 2-for-1 deal. Not really, because it's 2 for 2 clicks, but you get the idea. 3 clicks if you want to hit the bell. But feel free to like and subscribe if you want. And if you want more episodes, I did another episode turning demons into robots. Scratch that, reverse it. I did another episode turning robots into demons. That one was also pretty cool. That's really what paved the way for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. Videos over here, Spotify playlist in the description. I'm KyngPin Creations, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.